The UN champions itself as an international body to ensure peace and stability. However, they created and caused a lot of instability.
What is the alternative to the United Nations is my question to the critics.
I know, like you said, there's a genocide, which is really sad. I didn't think stuff like that would happen in 2025. You would think it was during the Holocaust.
We're here just one block away from the UN headquarters as the 80th General Assembly is kicking off. The main issue at hand this week will be Israel's genocide in Gaza and the question of Palestinian statehood. All of the UN member states are debating on whether or not Palestine should be a state. Can you tell me a bit about what you think about Palestine being a state?
Right now, we've been advocating for the Uniting for Peace resolution, which is about calling for an armed multinational UN protection force to intervene in Gaza, which can pass with 2/3 majority of the vote. So we don't need to stop at the U.S. veto. We can actually advocate to intervene along with measures to sanction and remove Israel's credentials from the UN.
It's a nice thing to do, but I think there's too much focus on the giving rights to a Palestinian state or naming that the Palestinian state exists. The UN should focus on an armed intervention instead. In my opinion, the Palestinian state already exists.
I'm from Mexico and I feel so glad that my country has now recognized Palestine as one of the countries.
To be honest, I think it's probably more political theater, and I don't know that it has any substantial consequence considering that I don't know how much power the UN has. I think that statements by the UN have power in the sense of morale of certain people who are affected. And a gathering together and connectedness, but I don't think it has consequences when it comes to on the ground.
I feel like they should be recognized. I mean, we're all human beings, and Palestinians or Palestine deserve to be a state. It's a large group of people.
Do you feel that the United Nations has lost its legitimacy or credibility in the last few years?
I don't think it's happened in the last few years. I think it's lost it quite some time ago.
I don't think that the UN lost any of this credibility, and I really believe that he's always doing the best with all of the nations.
The United Nations are only as strong as the countries supporting the United Nations. And here we have a forum for all the nations to exchange their opinions, to bring in their pros and contras, and to see in the future where we're coming to.
Yes, I do. Probably even extending more than the last few years, but based on recent political turmoil, I don't know how much effect it has compared to the power of the U.S. government.
Member nations don't want to give the authority to the UN to do anything, and the UN also doesn't want to overstep its boundaries and ask for more powers, because then the more influential members will step out of it.
What is the alternative to the United Nations is my question to the critics.